Hi guys, what's up? It's your good light skin mommy. We are back with another video. Sorry, I look a mess, but I look a mess 99% of the time. Hi, new subscribers. Yeah, you're gonna get that once in a lifetime. I look okay. I ain't gonna say too good, but okay. And 99% of the time, we're gonna look a hot mess. But okay. So obviously you can tell by the title that we got a story time. I ain't doing a story time in a minute because I kind of like blocked out a lot of memories from the past. I don't know why. I just did. So some of them come back every now and then for me to remember. And this one, I kind of just want to, tell a story time. So this was about graduation for me when I graduated from high school. Cause baby, it was not a peach. It was not. It was hectic. I didn't want to graduate. All of that. We're finna get into it. But before we get started, make sure you comment down below. Let me know some other story times you want me to do, other things you want me to talk about, other videos you want me to do, vlogs, hair, makeup, anything, and I will get into it. But anyways, without further ado, let's get into the story. So this is graduation year. I graduated the year of 2019. 19. So I did graduate with my class. I will put that out there. Thank God, So I think if I didn't graduate with my class, I probably wouldn't have went back to school. I would have been a dropout because I couldn't. I would not be able to bear that. But that's me personally. I'm not telling nobody else to do that. Okay. This is no way or shape or form to influence anybody to do any of the terrible or bad decision making if you're around this age. You know what I mean? So, okay. So again, this was the year 2019. We graduate in May of this year. So then let's backtrack. This whole school year, this is my senior year. I kind of like from the beginning of the school year, which is in August, to winter break, which is in December, right before Christmas. And y'all know we get that winter break Christmas time into January, and then we go back to school sometime in January. Yeah. So that August to December, I was doing my work. I was, in tune with school, getting into it, doing all my stuff. Really wasn't doing nothing really extra because I always, my classes were getting finished and done. I would be sitting there the rest of the class period like this because I would be done with my stuff, done with my work, done with helping, all of that. So, I want to say in January is when I started not really feeling school anymore. I just, kind of gave up. I just lost all hope and faith for me to finish school. It was a terrible path to go down because then I even had to deal with a death in the family, and that death was really close to me. So, it kind of made me lose faith and hope for anything because I was like, why this person? You know, like, why this person at this time? Like, we were right there, you know. I looked at this person as a mother figure in my life. She helped me out with so much, and you know, for her to like pass, it was just like my whole everything just shut down. I just like I called out of work, told them I didn't know when I was coming back. And then at school, I kind of just like gave up. I stopped doing work. I would just sit there. Teachers would put the paper on my desk. I would politely sit it on the floor. Like, I was a little blunt and rude, I ain't gonna lie. But, you know, like, it was just the mood that I felt. I was so down and just irritated. And I just didn't want to do anything anymore. Like, I gave up. And so I had classes where I had to take tests, and I was just like, no. I had classes where I needed to be there, and I was just like, no. And I never really was the type to like skip school, because where would I be going during school hours? If the people I'm supposed to be hanging with is at school, why am I leaving school? You know what I mean? And they're gonna still be there. Like, I never really skipped school to go outside of school to hang and chill with nobody. Never. So, like, I would just be sitting in every class and just be looking so blank-minded, not wanting to talk to nobody, not even really wanting to put a fake smile on for nothing, because I was like, I didn't want to go to school. I didn't want to go to school. I didn't want to go to work. I didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to, like, lay or sit in a dark room forever, basically. So it was a really hard patch. So, obviously my grades started declining from my A's and my B's to going down into B's and C's, C's and D's, hitting F's, because I wasn't doing any work. So then here goes, like, I want to say about April, heading into May. I get a ring down to the office. I go to the office. And it wasn't the main office. It was like the dean's office. And they, you know, obviously talking to me about my grades, like, okay, you're slacking, what's going on? You know, like, what happened? You went from these good grades to now all of a sudden you're not doing any work, you're not turning any work in, you're not doing any tests, what's going on? And when I did have to do tests, I didn't even write my name on the paper. And they'll be like, oh, you need to do the test, Julia. And I'm like, I don't want to. Like, I really don't want to. Like, even my teachers could tell something was off, because I was more of like a teacher's pet, because I would always be in class first. I would always get my work done first, you know, like, I was that type of person. So for, you know, me to switch from being teacher's pet to, like, not doing shit at all, they obviously seen the pattern. It was like, okay, yeah, something's off. And anyways, I'm down in this office. They telling me, you know, your grades are slipping, you're slacking in work, what's going on? You're not on track to graduate. I'm like, bro, fuck. Obviously, you know, like, I'm not doing shit, so I wouldn't be on track. So, well, put the kicker in it for me. They called my mom. Called her. And y'all, I was such a people pleaser so much that when I was younger, I made sure that I got good grades. I made sure that I did, you know, the best of the best on work. and just, all around. So like whenever she did have to like pop up at school, they didn't have nothing bad to say about me. They had all, the good stuff to say about me. Like, oh, she does work. She helps me out. She does this. She gets her work done. She has good grades. Like, I was that type of student. So, like, when she came up there for, like, my siblings or, my other family members, she wouldn't hear bad stuff about me. You know what I mean? But for her to get a phone call from the school about me, terrible. So they called her, let her know, like, look, your child, Shalia, isn't on track to graduate. Her grades has went down. They're almost all at F's. She's not on track to graduate, so we're just giving you a call to give you a heads up that if something don't change by now, she's not going to be able to make it up later. She's going to have to do another school year or a summer school. So they had her on speakerphone. I heard the disappointment in her voice, and it broke my heart. Like, more than my heart was already broke. Mind you, I'm in this I don't care statement kind of mood, so, like, I didn't care about them saying it to me. But when they said it to her, and I heard the disappointment, the disapproval, the, like, shake in my head in her voice, it, like, broke something in me. I was like, wow, I messed up big time. Like, I fucked up big time. So she let me know she was disappointed in me. And I'm like, what do y'all expect? My sister just passed. Like, y'all think I'm supposed to get over this? Y'all think I'm just supposed to just continue with life? Y'all think I'm supposed to just say fuck it? And I don't want to hear, oh, that's not what she would have wanted for you. I don't want to hear that. Because she's not here. So how can you tell me what she wants and what she doesn't want? That's the type of mindset I was in. I was really, big-headed on a lot of stuff. I've always been big-headed on a lot of stuff. So it's like, for anybody to, like, even fix their mouth to say something like that, don't, you know what I mean? Don't waste your breath. So it's like the heartbreak that I felt, the disappointment from, like, my teachers, my mom, everybody just, like, adult-wise around me. It was like, damn, I really am fucking up. Like, this isn't me. I'm, losing it. I'm not okay. And, like, I don't want to talk to no therapist. I don't want to talk to no counselor, especially in a school. Because for what? What am I talking to them for? What are they helping me with, honestly? Besides, what, talking about it? It's not helping me at the end of the day because I have to still think about this. I have to still go through this. I have to still come home and she's not in her room. You know what I mean? Like, I had to replay a lot of stuff in my head daily. I was there when they announced her passing. Like, I was there when the coroner had to say it out his own mouth. Like, I went through all of the stages of grief, and I was just so blank-minded, and then just like I don't care-ish anymore, that I don't want to hear anything anybody was talking about. So, of course, well, did you end up graduating? Yes, I did. So I finally had started doing my work again. Like, it wasn't right away. It wasn't nothing like that. But I ended up telling my teachers, like, look, hey, sorry for, not doing shit here and just coming to your class sitting down. Like, I literally genuinely apologized to each one of my teachers, especially, the real cool ones that would just let me lay back because they understood. They was like, okay, I understand you're going through something. Like, I'm not finna force you to do it. But, hey, could you do this work for me? But if you don't, I ain't gonna pressure you to keep doing it. Like, this is your choice. It's up to you at the end of the day. This is your grade. You gotta graduate. So, I individually went to each of my teachers. I asked them, could I make up work? I asked them, could they, give me a redo? I was just, set back. So, thankfully, they did. They was able to give me work to, make up for my failing grades. So, I did end up passing all of my classes. But around graduation, that shit was terrible. So here comes graduation day. All right, y'all, we done went through prom. I went to prom. Boobs was out. Looking good. I didn't have a date. Even though one of the dudes I was, like, dancing with, and mind you, we was in a group, our own little, small little circle, dancing with each other, okay? So it wasn't like I was dancing with him one-on-one. But one of the dudes that was in the circle, or the only dude that was in the circle, he was matching me. Like, this was not planned, nothing. But, whatever. I ended up going, by myself. I didn't have a prom date. I didn't want a prom date, that's the thing. Plus, it was, like, that was going to be too hectic to have a prom date because, like, they would have to, like, meet my moms. We're not doing that. Then we have to match. That's money. You know what I mean? Like, I had got my dress in December. It had came in January. I was already, like, getting myself set before the setback happened. So, when prom finally got there, I did end up going. We went to, I think, Chicago for prom, for our senior prom. It was nice. Pictures was taken. I didn't go to the actual professional picture person because, like, who's gonna pay for pictures? Not me. You know what I mean? But yeah, it was nice. It was real nice. It was nice to, like, actually try to have fun. But yeah, then here comes graduation rolling around. My auntie ended up getting me, like, 8 pairs of shoes. Heels, slides, not slides, but flats, shoes, low top tennis shoes. She got me, like, 8 pairs of shoes for, like, a graduation gift. And, I appreciated it. I went with her so I could try them on. She wanted to make sure I liked it and everything like that. Definitely appreciate her. But she didn't have to do that, and she did. So then she also had got my graduation outfit. I kind of, wore Sunday's best, but, I was a people pleaser. I was. So whenever somebody told me, oh, this would be cute on you, or wouldn't this be cute to wear on such and such, I would be like, yes. Even though I would, have in my mindset I wanted things to go a little different. Whenever an adult who was buying me something would ask me was something cute or did I want to wear that or whatever the case may be, I just say yes. And they would even tell me, like, if you don't want to wear it, you just, just say that. And I'm like, no, I don't want to hurt your feelings. Like, I want you to be happy, just as happy as you was showing it to me. I want you to be that happy because I put it on for you. You know what I mean? Like, that's how much of a people pleaser I was. I was terrible, y'all. I was super terrible. I think that's why now I'm so mean. Because I realized how, like, okay, sure. You want this? Got it. You want me to do this? Got it. Like, I was terrible with it. So, I ended up wearing, but the outfit was cute, though. I'm not even gonna lie to you. So, had a skirt and a shirt on, and then some mustard yellow heels to go with the outfit. And then, obviously my graduation robe and cap. I did decorate my cap off of, Dollar Tree items, real smooth. I took a Twitter post that I had seen, and I took 2 Twitter posts that I seen, and I mixed it together to make it my own. And then I wore my hair flat iron. I had got my hair done at a salon. My auntie also paid for that. Yeah, it was, yeah. I got my actual fingernails painted. Like, I didn't get acrylics or anything like that. I got my actual fingernails painted. I think it was peach and the yellow, the little mustard yellow. So all of that sounds nice, right? But graduation day gets here, and we obviously had to do the graduation practice run. But when it was time for me to walk the stage, everybody else from, like, my family that got the yays and the woo, go girl, that type of, cheering. I was trying to think of the word. The cheering for that name. I didn't really get cheers from my family. Like, I didn't hear them cheer for me like they cheered for everybody else. And I even waited to, like, see if I could hear the difference, and I did. Graduation day was another, like, mental breakdown day because I didn't get a good job. I didn't get a hug. I didn't get a smile to the face, like, it was kind of like I wasn't there, even though I was there. Like, of course, my friends that graduated with me, like, I hugged them. I told them, like, we did it, y'all. I'm proud of you. Gave them all the hugs and smiles, took pictures with, a few of them. But my family, like, I didn't get that. Like, I expected hugs and stuff like that. Maybe it's because, I gave up. But I still did it. Like, I wanted I'm proud of you. I wanted you did it. I wanted congratulations. I didn't really get that from them. I was kind of, like, roaming around by myself throughout the whole mix. I was nowhere around my family. I was around them for the 2 seconds after. And, again, like, I didn't receive that recognition. It went to everybody else in my family that graduated the same year as me. So I'm like, I guess and I felt left out on my graduation day. I was upset. I was truly upset. Kind of just was like, whatever. Who got a party? Who's partying? Y'all partying tonight? Is there anywhere on the south side of where we live? Because I'm coming to y'all crib. I'm coming to the party. Where's the party? Where's the drinks? How we doing that? I kept my ears high, trying to listen for that. because I was going to leave. You know, at this point, 18, graduating, and drown my sorrows somewhere else, you know what I mean? Because it was like, it made me even think back to, because my sister wasn't here. And I was like, I know if she was here, she would at least, you know, took a picture with me. She would at least hugged me. She would at least told me, you know, like, congratulations, proud of you. You know, some stuff that you want to hear. And it took me back because she, again, couldn't be there. She's not here anymore. So it's like, fuck. And, you know, maybe it's selfish of me to think that way because she also had a daughter the same age as me that graduated the same day. And, you know, I'm sure she thought of that and more. But I even thought of that. You know, so I know if I'm thinking of that, she was too. But it was just, it was a terrible thing, y'all. It was so I felt so shitty that day. I was like, what was the point of me graduating? Like, here I go people pleasing again. Like, I walked the stage. Finally, I got the diploma you wanted me to get. And where's the recognition for it? It's not there. So, you know, like, I felt heartbroken that day. I was terribly heartbroken. I even invited my biological mom to come. And then I think in mid-process of trying to get flights and stuff together, she was told no to not come. She was told there were no tickets for her. There were definitely tickets for her. You know, like, I had talked to her before graduation got here. I think I called her or she called me. And, you know, I let her know, like, hey, I'm graduating soon. And I had seen just recently, I think, my sister, my biological sister, from another state had graduated. Either from school, like high school, or I think because we in stair steps, it was probably high school. She had just graduated, and I seen that our biological mom went to hers. So I was like, would it be different if I asked her to come to mine? You know, like, is it bogus to ask my biological mom to come to mine? I'm going to see what she says. Hit her up. I was like, hey, I'm graduating soon. If you can, do you think you can make it? I got tickets and everything, so just, you know, let me know. And I'll just give them to you when you get here. She was like, oh, yeah, sure. And I guess she called the house phone. And I didn't get to pick up the house phone. My adopted mom did. And I think in mid-conversation, it was basically like, oh, no, she doesn't have tickets for you guys. Tickets is going to the rest of the family here. And I was like, did she just tell her I didn't have tickets for her? Even though I personally told her I had tickets for her? Are you serious right now? So she ended up telling me, I'm sorry I'm not going to be able to make it. I'm sorry you don't have enough tickets for me. I was like, what are you talking about? Oh, well, your adopted mom said that. I was like, what? I definitely, first of all, how are you going to pass out my tickets? Come again? Like, I had already counted my tickets out for the people who was in the household, right? That was my adopted mom. My y'all, we got, I think, it was either 7 or 8 tickets we had got for graduation, for seats. I had counted out, you know, my adopted mom, my adopted siblings, and, you know, maybe the 1 or 2 auntie, my other adopted sister, for them to come. Ask them specifically, are y'all able to make it? If not, you know, I'm not going to save a ticket for you because this could go to somebody else. I had extra tickets, y'all, to give away. I think I gave 2 tickets to my best friend. I literally gave her 2 tickets because I didn't use them. You know, the same tickets I could have used to have my biological mom watch me walk the stage. Yep. So, you know, that was a little devastating year. It was just 2019 was definitely not the year for me. It started off terrible. You know, like 2 days after my birthday was like, that's the first week of fucking the year. And it's like, yep, that's how it is, folks. Live life comfortably. And it went downhill ever since then. So it was just like, trust me, it was downhill before that, but it was like worse. 2019 was so bad. Terrible. I know a lot of damn. I know a lot of people like to say like, oh, 2020 was the worst year for everybody. No, 2019 started the kicker for me. Like, why? I was so devastated that year, depressed, and just, I felt left out of everything, even though I was right there. Like, you know how you feel alone in a room full of people? That's how I felt. But I did end off graduation day with just drinking, I think, wine coolers, even though I was 18 at the time. Mind your business, you know what I mean? I did end up going to, like, I think a kickback that was, like, 2 blocks away from my house. And I think it was 2 kickbacks because it was one down the street, and then we all walked down the street to the other one. So it was, like, one at each end of the street. And we went to the one, and then I think police was starting to get called because there was a party going on outside, so we just, like, took it to the other house. But it was a little vibey night. Everybody just like, yeah, we just graduated, we grown now, blah 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 blah. I didn't drink or nothing like that. No, I was just there to stay at the house and just vibe it. Shit, fuck it, with y'all on. Shit, okay. But I didn't drink from the party. Like, I think I had like wine coolers that the older, already done with school, been done with school, then bought for, you know, people, and then like little shots like that. But yeah, I didn't think that was like the eye opener for me. It was like, yeah, lower your expectations. Definitely lower your expectations for people, because, you know, you end up heartbroken or disappointed from having so much expectations of somebody to them, you know, showing you exactly why you shouldn't have expectations for people. But yeah, I definitely did not want to graduate. I definitely didn't want to, you know, move forward with life. But I did end up graduating. I did end up walking that stage. I did end up getting the diploma, but I don't have it anymore in my possession. It's probably so long in the garbage that I don't know where it is. When I ended up leaving my adopted mom's residence, I left it there in a picture frame. And when I went back to go get it, I think obviously months later, it was obviously changed up and stuff like that. Like, the house was changed up a little bit. So they was like, oh yeah, we don't know where it's at. It's probably in a container somewhere. And I'm like, oh, so it's probably in the garbage. You know, like, I put it in a picture frame that I think my adopted auntie had got me for graduation, to put like a graduation picture in it, and I put my diploma in it like an idiot. And after putting it in there, I've never seen it again. So if I ever really actually wanted to plaster it, I would have to literally go get it from the school before I fucking move officially. But yeah, that's crazy, y'all. That is so crazy. I didn't expect it to get all deep and dark and just depressing, but that's definitely where it went. And it's a long ass story time, my bad. But yeah, that's story time of how I graduated high school. Yeah. That's it, folks. If you enjoyed this story time, want to hear more, have any questions, comment it down below. Make sure you give us a thumbs up. I said us, because I'm trying to talk in like third person. My bad. Make sure you give a thumbs up. Comment down below if you like what you're seeing, enjoy what you're watching. Might as well subscribe. Till next time. Bye. Ciao.